What's up everyone, this is Ryan here. Today I want to do a talking video on the Craftsman compact blower. Now as you can see, it will get used again this weekend. I know that because you can see how much of a spent this thing's taking because it will get used again this weekend. And I know that because you can see, so I got one bar left in the battery, which I know this thing's gonna die this weekend. I know that because you know how expected this thing's gonna die this weekend. But but as you can tell, this thing's actually gonna get used no matter what because it's this thing exactly because this blower is especially with the 4 amp battery. You can see it does the job pretty well. In my opinion. I mean, you can tell this thing's gonna get used almost like the whole weekend. You can see because you can see how much expected this thing's because I do like this thing a lot because you can see how much expected this thing's because you can see how much expected this thing is because. With the 4 amp battery, it was only got 2 bars, but now now I only got 1 bar left in the battery, which I know this thing's gonna die this weekend. But it's just okay. It's like you know I expected this exactly, but I do like this thing a lot because you see how much expected this machine is exactly because well because when you expected this thing is gonna get used almost quite a bit. I mean this boiler here surprisingly it gets used almost like quite a bit. Doesn't type of you can see because with a 4 amp battery and a 6 amp battery, this thing does a good job in my opinion because you can see how much expected this thing is exactly because it actually looks pretty nice looking machine in my opinion, but I do hope some point this thing will get used this weekend. I know it did get used on Sunday, then it get used on Saturday, and I hope at some point this thing will get used again this weekend as well. Because you know I expected things like because you can see how much expected this thing like it will get used again this weekend. And I know that because you expect to have this thing exactly because when you hit the trigger exactly, which is definitely how much of expected this machine exactly because it's definitely how much of expected this machine's been used almost like quite a bit because well I know that the promises this thing will get used this weekend. And I know that because you can see how much is expected this machine exactly because it will get used again this weekend because obviously because you see how much expected this thing exactly, but it will get used again this weekend.